Hi and hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel. This session, let's have some small fun with calculus. We are going to derive a very important formula from calculus, that too from differentiation. So we are going to derive the formula for the quotient rule. That is, what is the derivative of the function u by v? So what is d by dx of u by v? We are going to prove this formula or derive this formula. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take three different approaches in solving it, in just deriving it. So let's do them one by one. So I'm going to start with the first approach. So the first approach is going to be the usage of this product rule, right? So what happens if you have d by dx of a product? So what happens is, so we'll have this u dv by dx plus v du by dx. So using this rule is what I'm going to just derive. I'm going to take the first approach. So let's have it. Let me consider the function y is equal to u by v. Okay, I'm just going to take what is y is equal to u by v, and all my objective is to find what is dy by dx. Fine, yes, let us start. So I'm going to take this v to the other side, so that I'll be having y times v is equal to u. And now if I see my left hand side, I've got a product like how I have here. So definitely now if I want to differentiate my left hand side, I must be using this product rule only, right? So in that case, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this yv, I'm going to differentiate it, so that if I try to differentiate, I'll have y into dv by dx. So I'm going to differentiate with respect to x, because y is dy by dx is what we want, right? So that's the reason. So y into dv by dx plus v into dy by dx. So this is what is equal to my right hand side. So right hand side I will be having u, and that u I have to again differentiate with respect to x. So I'll have du by dx. Yes, done. What next step I can do here is, my objective is to find the value of y only, right? Dy by dx only, right? So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to just take this v dy by dx alone. I'll just have it here this side. So v into dy by dx will be equal to, I'll just try to take this one to the other side, so that I'll be having du by dx of minus y into dv by dx. All right, yes, fine. Yeah, let's continue. And now what happens is, v into dy by dx will be now equal to du by dx. So we know what is y. So y value is u by v actually, right? So that's how we started. So just substitute y is equal to u by v here, so that we'll be getting u by v into dv by dx. So now what happens is, I can now bring this v to this other side. So what happens is, I will have dy by dx is equal to, because this is what we need finally. So dy by dx is now is equal to, this entire thing will be now getting divided by v, right? So what happens now is du by dx minus u by v into dv by dx, this whole thing divided by v. So let me just continue on the right hand side, so that I'll be having dy by dx is equal to, so now I'll have, I'll try to take this v to this other side, so that I'll be having v, I can take it as an LCM, right? So if I try to take an LCM, you will be having it like v into du by dx and minus u into dv by dx, this entire thing divided by a v, and again divided by v. So v into v will now become v square. So that means we will have dy by dx is equal to v du by dx minus u dv by dx whole divided by v square. So this is going to be the derivative of u by v, right? So when you consider y as u by v, so dy by dx is equal to, we got the answer. So the derivative of u by v is going to be v du by dx minus u dv by dx, the entire thing divided by v square. And this is through our first approach. And let me just try to do the same derivation with the second approach. Yes, we go for it. For the second approach, again we start the same way. I'm going to take y is equal to u by v, and again we are going to find what is dy by dx, right? Yeah, fine. But this time what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take y is equal to u by v. I'm going to just rewrite this as u v inverse. I can do that, right? Because by v I can write as v power minus 1. That's what I'm doing. And now I'm going to differentiate on both the sides. So if I try to do it, I'll be getting dy by dx directly on my left hand side. And what happens to the right hand side? So right hand side we have got two quantities, right? I mean two functions. One is u, the other one is v inverse. So this is again like a product. So we'll try to use this product rule now. So if I try to do it, I will be having u, so u, and here I now have to differentiate this v inverse. So if I try to differentiate v inverse, we need this x power n rule, right? So what happens to the power rule? So d by dx of x power n will be equal to n x to the power n minus 1, right? So in that case I will be having u times of minus 1, I'm just bringing this minus 1 to the front, v power minus 2, and now I have to differentiate my function v, so dv by dx plus, and continue. So we have the second part now, so this is v inverse, and now I have to differentiate du, I mean du by dx. So this is what I will be having here. And now if I just try to rewrite it, if I make some adjustments here, what happens is, so I will be having here minus 1 times of u will become minus u, and this v power minus 2 can be written as v square, right, into dv by dx, and here I will be having plus this v inverse is nothing but 1 by v into du by dx. Things are clear? And now just try to rewrite the same thing. So if you try to rewrite it, I'll be having this positive term. I'm just going to take it on the the first. So if I try to do it, I'll be having 1 by v du by dx, and this comes next minus u by v square dv by dx. All right. And now what I can do is, so I can very clearly, I can just take this entire v square to the denominator term. Okay, yes. So all I just want to say here is, I'm just going to take, or I can even use some simple words, I can just multiply this entire thing into v square and divide it by v square. So I hope this point is clear to you. So if I try to do it, I'll be having dy by dx is equal to, I'm just continuing here on the right hand side, dy by dx is equal to, so now just take this v square inside, so you will be having 1 by v into v square, which will be v into du by dx, and minus you have u by v square times of v square, which will be simply u, and followed by u dv by dx, and this entire thing is divided by v square. There's no disturbance here in this denominator's position. So again we are getting the same answer here again. So dy by dx is equal to v du by dx minus u dv by dx, the entire thing divided by v square. Now the third approach, this is going to be a very cool approach, the last one. So as usual, I'm going to start with y is equal to u by v. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take logarithm on both sides, and hope you will be able to guess what we are going to do now here. So I'm going to use this logarithm rule, right? Yes. So I'm going to take log on both the sides. So if I try to do it, I'll be having log of y. So to the base e I'm going to take. So log of y to the base e, which will be equal to log of u by v to the base e, right? So now when you try to continue, log of y to the base e will be equal to, so we know log rule, so log of x by y will be nothing but, I can just separately write it as a difference, right? So if I try to do the log of u to the base e minus log of v to the base e, I can do that, right? So yes, this is what log rule says. And so we have just separated. Now I can differentiate on both the sides. Yes. So if you try to do it, I'll be having left hand side, when you try to differentiate, you will be having log of y to the base e. So what is the derivative of log function? It's simply reciprocal of your function. So all I will have here is d by dx of log y to the base e will be equal to 1 by y, and again I have to derivate, I mean differentiate this y, so dy by dx, this will be equal to, coming to the right hand side, I will be having the same thing happens, but here we have u, so 1 by u du by dx, and here if you differentiate, we'll have 1 by v dv by dx. That's it, right? So finished. And now we are getting closer. Dy by dx is equal to, because we need to find the value of this dy by dx only, so dy by dx is equal to, just try to bring this y to the right hand side, so that you will have y times of this entire thing, y1 into 1 by u du by dx minus 1 by v dv by dx. So continuing this, so dy by dx is equal to, we know what is y is actually u by v, so u by v of du by dx minus, sorry, so I'm sorry, so u by v into 1 by u du by dx minus 1 by v dv by dx. So I'm closing it. So what happens is, now I can send this u by v to the other side, right? I mean, like, I can just multiply it inside. So I will be having, I will continue here. So dy by dx is equal to, so when you try to multiply it here inside, what happens is you will have u and u, these two u's gets cancelled, so 1 by v, so you will have 1 by v du by dx, and you will have a minus, so again you will have u by v square, because here you have u times of 1, which will be u, by v times of v, which will be v square into dv by dx. So again I can do the same thing what we have done there. So I'm just multiplying and dividing by v square, so that I'll have dy by dx is equal to, yes, as usual, so this becomes v du by dx minus u dv by dx whole divided by v square. So that's it. This is going to be the derivative. So we have made three different approaches. In all those three methods we are getting the same answer. So that is going to be the beauty of mathematics, right? So I hope you are able to understand this concept and you enjoyed this. And if you like this, please give a like button and subscribe to our channel. Again, let's catch up in the next session soon there. Thank you so much.